Hi, folks. It was on a silver falls by a narrow when I heard the cry I ever shall remember. The fire seemed to cast its burning embers on another fated city of our land. Fire, fire, I heard the cry from every breeze that passes by. Oh, the world was one sad cry of pity. Strong man in anguish prayed and calling loud to heaven for aid, while the fire in ruins was laying fair Baltimore, the beautiful city. Amid an awful struggle of commotion, the wind blew a gale from the ocean. Brave firemen struggled with devotion, but their efforts all proved in vain. Fire, fire, I heard the cry from every breeze that passes by. All the world was one sad cry of pity. Strong man in anguish pride, calling loud to heaven for aid, while the fire in the ruins was laying fair Baltimore, the beautiful city. Hi, folks. Let's go to Big Face camera. Big Face. Hi, it's the Big Face show, as I've said before. Nice to see you again. You represented by two little yellow lights. You represented by my camera over there. Hi. This is show 55. Remarkable, as Elmer Fudd used to say. I'm going to do a song from 1906. I can't remember the names of the guys who wrote it, but they wrote Wait Till the Sun Shines, Nellie, and several other noted compositions. But it's called Moving Day. And I used to sing Charlie Poole's version. And if you read up on the Baltimore Fire, wow, it burned for a week. There was this incredible wind from the ocean. That's why so much of Baltimore is from one period, which is to say the early 1900s, because so much of the buildings previous were gone. And so we have the marble steps. Anyway, Galveston flood is a great thing to investigate too. I recommend a book called Isaac's Storm by Eric Larson, who later wrote Death in the White City, or whatever it's called, something like that, about the Chicago World's Fair. Okay, so Moving Day was adapted. It was changed. And Peter Stampfel changed it further for the Holy Modal Rounders. And then someone gave him the original sheet music, which was wonderful. I borrowed it from Peter, and with the help of the bass player, my noble bass player, Kirby Pines, who nobody has heard from in years, I hope he's well. I hope he sees this. Hi, Kirby. Thank you very much for helping me work out this song. Landlord said this morning to me, give me your key, this lot ain't free. I can't get no rent out of you, so pack up your bags and skidoo. I said wait until my bill comes home, he's my honey from the honeycomb. He'll have money 'cause he told me so this morning. The landlord said, I gave you lots of show, I want some of my rooms or else I want some of my dough. I'll wait for Bill, if he don't pay, why, how do you go? Because it's moving day, moving day. Rip the carpets up off the floor, take your oil stove, and there's the door. It's moving day. Pack your folding bed and get away. If you've spent every cent, you can live out in a tent. It's moving day. Bill came in all covered with snow. I said hello, give me some dough. Here's the landlord waiting for rent. Bill said I ain't got a cent, but here's 2 chickens I brought home for stew. Landlord, take them for the rent that's due. Landlord said my chicken coop was robbed this morning. 2 black hens are missing from my coop, and they are the ones you just brought in for soup. Get busy, put your things down on the stoop, because it's moving day, moving day. Rip the carpets up off the floor, take your oil stove, and there's the door. It's moving day. Pack your folding bed and get away. If you've spent every cent, you can live out in a tent. It's moving day. Back at the turn of the century, it was very funny to make fun of other people. Yes, there was no stressing equality and tolerance. There were laughs at other people's expenses. There were Jewish jokes, Irish jokes, German jokes, Polish jokes, everything you can imagine. And that one was involved with that. I have taken such words as would indicate that and removed them, deftly removed them with my little pliers. Okay, on to the next song. James P. Johnson was a master, a maestro piano player who lived in Harlem, and he taught Fats Waller how to play. He taught hundreds of other people how to play. He was the father of stride piano. I don't know if I can really describe stride piano to you, but it involves, you hit an octave and then a chord. Point, chink, point, chink. This is a very primary thing now. So he's the father of stride piano, and he did this in, I think, the 20s, in Snowy Morning Blues. And it's snowy outside, so I decided to try this one again. It's just an instrumental. So you'll be just looking, I'll hand you over to my hands. It's a piano piece, so admittedly I'm only doing a sketch of it. But here you go. one short walk, 1 block away from Rossi's Lakeshore Tavern. I don't know why, but today I feel compelled to tell you about it. They have a Dozer. They have the Dozer. Yes, they're famous for it. Looks like a nice little neighborhood restaurant. They have the Dozer. Okay, what's the Dozer? It's a 2-pound hamburger on a roll. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Sorry, I've never seen one. And a nice big portion of French fries. And if you finish it in a half hour, they give you a free T-shirt. I can't help but wonder how often people order that and eat them. I think it might take me more like a week to put away 2 pounds of hamburger. Maybe I'd have to train. Let me just say that I looked up the statistics for who says that 50,000 people die every year of secondhand smoke. It turns out that some people don't think anyone dies of secondhand smoke. It's not a cause of death anywhere. It's a surmise based on various statistics. And some people don't believe it at all. I don't believe it because I have breathed so much secondhand smoke and I'm not dead. In fact, everyone my age, okay, it's 65. Everyone my age breathed an incredible amount of secondhand smoke for decades, even if we're dead set against it now. We're alive set against it, actually. Where are you, Walter Cronkite? Very soon, if everything works out right, the show is going to morph once again. No more morphing. Morph? Do we have to have morph? Yes, we must morph. We must morph or die. Now, I would like to do a Richard Thompson song. Richard Thompson is a wonderful composer, a brilliant guitarist, and gosh, he's way better than me. So, he wrote a wonderful song called Al Bowley's in Heaven, which is on a 1989 album called Daring Adventures. Al Bowley was a singer in Britain. He was very famous. He was like the British version of Bing Crosby. Very, very popular. And you can see him on YouTube. You can see Richard Thompson sing this song, and you can see Al Bowley sing The Very Thought of You from a movie clip. But Al Bowley only went to 1941. He didn't last. He was killed in the London Blitz. A parachute bomb exploding several stories above the ground knocked his front door off. His front door went flying into his apartment and struck him on the head, killing him instantly. War. Al Bowley was a great singer, very well respected and at the top of his form when he disappeared from the earth in 1941. This is about someone not so lucky, went through the war, and came out kind of rough. Okay, St. Mungos was a medical college in Glasgow, and it only lasted until the war. It was, so it says in Wikipedia that it didn't last much past 1940. St. Mungos was a hospital. veterans went there. A doss house, that's a flop house. A dosser would be a guy who sleeps in a flop house. Hostels, you know. What else? A demob suit, demobilization. When they demobilize, they give everybody a suit. And a demob suit was an expression for a suit nobody would choose. It was a suit they were obviously given. I think you're safe now. I think you know where you are. You're in Britain. You're in Britain in the later 40s. We were heroes then, and the girls were all pretty. And a uniform was a lucky charm that brought you the key to the city. We used to dance the whole night through while Elvis sang the very thought of you. Albo's in heaven and I'm in limbo now. Well, I gave my youth to king and country. But what's my country done for me but sentence me to misery? I traded my helmet and my parachute for a pair of crutches and a demob suit. Our body's in heaven and I'm in limbo now. Hard times, hard times. Hostels and missions and Dozer soup lines. I can't close my eyes on a bench or a bed without the sound of some battle raging in my head. Old friends, you lose so many. You get run around all over town. The wear and the tear of it just drags you down. St. Mungos with its dirty old sheets beats standing all day down on Scarborough Street. Our body's in heaven and I'm in limbo now. Can't stay here, got the foot slog. Once in a blue moon you might find a job. You sleep in the rain, you sleep in the snow, while my beds are all taken, you got nowhere to go. Well, I can see me now, I'm back there on the dance floor with a blonde on me arm and a red head to shoes and shine in my hair. And there's Al Bowley, he's up on the stand. Oh, that was a voice, and that was a band. Al Bowley's in heaven, and I'm in Limon now. Jesse Stone, must sing you a Jesse Stone tune. Jesse Stone, yes, rock and roll would not be like it is without Jesse Stone. Shake, rattle, and roll, flip, flop, and fly. What was that other one? Smack dab in the middle. Jesse Stone was truly great. And he lived to be 97, which is good. I guess this is from 1953 or so. You know the landlord ring my front door bell. I let it ring for a long, long spell. I went to the window, peeped through the blinds, asked him to tell me what was on his mind. He said, money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you wanna stay here with me. Well, I'm as clean as a screen and so hard pressed. I call that woman that I love the best. Finally got my baby about 3:30. She said, I'd like to know what you want on me. I said, money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want me to along with me. Oh, well, she screamed and I said, what's wrong with you? From this day on, our romance is through. I said, tell me, baby, face to face, how could another man take my place? She said, money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you wanna get along with me. As Rossie's Lakeshore Tavern would put it, man versus Dozer. No, it's just me and you. I'm glad this shirt fits. It's a medium, and I was kind of wondering. I'd sort of like to whip out one of these cameras and go around the studio and show you the studio. Maybe next time I can set that up. But it'd be pretty funny to have me in here and then turn the tables entirely, show you what I'm looking at, and then go into the other rooms and disturb all the other people while they're working. Well, there's only a couple of them anyway, and we wouldn't disturb them very much. But I'm sure they wouldn't appreciate it, and that's the whole point, isn't it?